Hey guys, Drifter here. Today I've got some gameplay for you from the Devastation DLC map called Collision. I was fortunate enough to get to play it early at the COD Championships. Infinity Ward let us play their DLC a little bit early while they, when they were in between the matches and stuff. I start off halfway into the game because we had some team joining problems. We were playing 5v3 until I swapped over to do 4v4, and I swapped over while we were down considerably, if you don't see the points right there. And you're going to get to see me use the chainsaw in the beginning of the game and try and goof around, and then about 2 or 3 minutes into this commentary I'm going to break out the MTAR, the Ripper, and the Remington and put my tryhard panties on, because I am playing against a very tough team right now. On my team I have me and Thumper from I Play COD. We know what we're doing, we kind of got this down. There are some other fellows that didn't communicate as much, or one of them didn't speak English at all, which was kind of rough. And on the other team is T. Martin, Optic Midnight, Gator from Evil Source Gaming, and Oh Lord O, who I linked down there in the description. He's probably the overall best player at this event. He really throws down hard. I don't really like it when he's on the other team. So it's those guys versus us, and I really had to try very hard to get good gameplay. After about 2 deaths, I think I put away the chainsaw because it's just not going to work against this crew. T. Martin gets the Warthog kill streak, the one that flies in from the sky and shoots everybody on the ground. It's not the air dominance one, but it's a totally different. It's like more like a Black Ops Warthog that just flies in and blows up the map. Didn't kill me with it, but I hide and watch it go by a couple of times. Now let's talk about the map, because a lot of you want to know about the map. This is one that is, it can't quite make up its mind if it wants to be a big map or a small map. It's probably the biggest map in the entire DLC as far as just total land area taken up. It's got the verticality, but it's only 2 layers, thank God. And what it has more than anything is lots and lots of tunnels and flank routes and little clustery areas. Like the devs really wanted to hammer home the small maps. Most of the maps in the DLC are pretty small. This one's not small, but it's tight. It's close. Guns like the Ripper and the MTAR do very, very well here. Maybe the Remington. You might get actually shotgun on this map, but really long-range weapons like, the FAD or the marksman rifles or sniper rifles, you're going to have a really rough time on this map if you try to snipe or do anything like that. It also has some decent flank routes on the side. It's not a straight run-and-gun crush fest kind of like the original Shipment. This one, kind of reminds me of Shipment, if Shipment had maybe crashed into a bridge, something like that. But the A flag here is the one I fought over the most because it was kind of the easiest to take with all the cover around it. The other one had the car behind it. C flag has a taxi you can hide behind. B flag has pretty much nothing. When you're fighting on B flag is elevated, which is different for a COD map, that it's at the top of the point, but there's pretty much no cover up there, and you can get shot from any direction, so B flag's really hard to fight over. A flag I like the best with the pallets on either side and the stairs, so I could work around, do a lot of flanking and different stuff. Unfortunately, they didn't have my Spectrum camo available here, but that's neither here nor there. It's just kind of for funsies. I think I play like an idiot. Yeah, I stuck that, and my gameplay's not all that spectacular. This map is really good looking. As far as good playing, it was okay. I will say honestly, it was okay. I really liked the Predator, and I really liked the Dome remake, Unearth. This map I was more neutral to. I wasn't neutral to the way it looks. Love the way it looks. The way it played was kind of a mixed bag. I think the thing that I didn't like the way about it played is I'm a big Domination player. When I go home and play, I'll probably only play Domination because trying new things, that's for young people. I'm a dinosaur, 20-something-year-old gamer here. But that B flag was so hard to take. I pretty much have to play on a team to get B flag or use the riot shield or something because you just can't take it by yourself. That B flag is rough, and that's kind of a scary thing for Call of Duty. Is it a bad map? No, it's just not my thing. Not really feeling it as much as I love to go to Ruins and get the Predator. Getting the Predator was awesome. Playing on Dome was awesome. It was nostalgic. This one I'm a little bit more iffy about. Not that it's bad, just not the best. If I had to rate the maps in order of what I liked, I would do just the maps. I would put Predator as the #1 thing that I liked. The maps I would probably rate in order of Unearthed being #1. I would put this one #2, and then Aztec, and then maybe the one that I didn't really float my boat was Behemoth or Excavator. Again, not that it was super bad. The other ones are better. This one I can work with. See, that's what I was talking about, fighting with A flag, working behind that cover right there. You can do it. One thing that, there goes the Warthog. I'm going to get down here and not die. One thing that did really screw me up about this map is how it's just tilted. The whole thing is kind of on the side a little bit, so I'm never really running straight down the hallway. I'm running down the hallway at an angle, and if I were to use regular grenades, all your grenades are going to roll to the left or to the right depending on what side you're on, which is a different kind of element from Call of Duty. There were some other ones like the fallen over building with free fall and stuff like that, but it's still square. It was flat. This map's not flat. The whole thing's on a tilt. It kind of messes with your head a little bit. and try to go here and do some MLG stuff, but it didn't work out because there was another guy hiding over there. But you see, these guys are working together. I mean, you got Midnight and Lord and Team Martin over there, and they're, Midnight and Lord and Gator, they're all on the communications. Lord's not, but they're doing call-outs, and they're getting sweaty. And I'm trying to sweat back, but it's not going. Overall, with this map, something I honed in on earlier on Unearthed, I thought that Unearthed could be a competitive map. This one I actually seeing maybe being a competitive map. I would think you could do Search and Destroy in this map really well, and I think you could do something like, what's that game mode? Blitz in this map really well. Search and Destroy and Blitz you can do really well in this map. This is not a big domination map. I don't think that this is the map that I would say is the best for domination, which it feels ridiculous because I think it was made for domination, but you know, not bad. I knife fail. I'm kind of rambling at this point. I've done 5 commentaries in one day on very little sleep. You can probably tell in my voice and lack of organization, but I just wanted to show you all this early so that when it comes time to decide if you want to buy the DLC or not, you'll know exactly what you're getting. You'll know my opinions on it, and you can see it and all that sort of stuff. So I'm going to bow out. I'm going to finish the gameplay here without my commentary. You can just see how I play, and I hope you enjoyed everything. Drifter out.
Enemy has Alpha. Losing Charlie. We lost Charlie. Losing Bravo. Enemy has C. We lost B. Enemy SATCOM spotted. Securing B. We're losing this fight. Bravo secure. Losing Bravo. We lost B. Enemy has Bravo. Get those positions. We're being dominated. Enemy care package incoming. Securing A. Alpha secure. Losing A. We lost Alpha. Securing A. Alpha secure. SATCOM ready. Friendly SATCOM active. Enemy SATCOM spotted. Objective failed. Squad, regroup.